Hello my beautiful people, I hope you guys are doing great. So I meant to share this video with you guys, but I have been so busy. So this is March the 19th when I first started cleaning up my apples, my apple trees. So first you want to make sure you remove your grass because you don't want the grass taking up nutrients from your plants. So I went ahead and I cleaned up everything. It was so much to do, so I kind of try to cut the video, even though the video is a little bit long, but you know, I try to give you as much, but at the same time cut it. So in this area, not only do I have apple trees, because people constantly ask me how much land space do I have. I don't have that much land space, but I try to use my space very wisely. So next to the apple trees, I have a lot of berries and stuff going on. What I'm putting right now underneath the apple tree is neem seed meal. I have talked about neem seed meal for a very long time. I've used it in my garden. If you are not using it, you definitely want to try this out in your garden. It will save you a lot of headache because it helps with pest control. And then I have a compost blend. So this is just the first part of the video. I am going to do another part. I may post it tomorrow. It depends on how much time that I have this weekend, because this weekend I'm going to be pretty busy. But if not, next week I will share it with you, the exact blend, how I blend my compost, the different compost that I use to put around my fruit trees. So like I said, in this area I try to utilize my space well. So I have a lot of raspberries growing all around this area, and I have so much worms because I have been feeding my soil. And that's one thing you want to do, is to give your soil the right nutrients, because it's going to pay off in the long run. Like I did a couple of videos where I show you guys how I prep my soil during the winter time. So now that it's spring, I have all these beautiful worms everywhere. I mean, I have so much worms in my garden, and that's when I know I'm going to have a lot of harvest, because they're going to leave their droppings, and those droppings are going to help to fertilize my plants. So I don't have to buy worm castings because they're everywhere in my garden. So anyway, I'm going to do the other video just to show you. I did one of my apple trees, and this is the second apple tree that I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you also the drip line fertilizing I did, because when I posted my last video on the apple trees, someone suggested about fertilizing the drip line. So I looked it up, I watched a couple of videos about it, and it was very informative. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for the suggestion. So I went back and I did it yesterday before it rained. So I am going to just fast forward the video to that part so you can go ahead and see what I did yesterday. So I went ahead and I did the same thing that I used on the first apple tree to the second apple tree. So this one was yesterday, April the 3rd, where I went ahead and I removed the leaves and stuff that I have next to the apple trees, because I needed to have more access to the drip line. So the drip line is pretty much I think the larger branch, I don't know if I'm explaining it well, because I did watch videos on it. The larger branch, like around it, like around where the branch is spreading out, around that area, you also want to make sure that you fertilize it. So that's what I did yesterday. I put compost. I didn't have time to mix it all up because it was about to rain, and I went ahead and did this same thing. Just put the fertilizer in the compost and mix it all up and put the mulch back, so the rain could help me do some work. If it didn't rain, I was going to water it, but because it rained, so that's why I just let the rain do the work. So next week I will go ahead and use the liquid fertilizer to fertilize the drip line. So I just wanted to share that part with you guys. You can watch the rest of the video and see what I did. I'm sorry for the long video, but I wanted to, you know, give you guys a longer video so you can see what I do, because so many people have been asking me, like, how many acres of land do you have? Like, I just use my space wisely. Matter of fact, I went to my doctor's appointment 2 days ago, and I was telling him my allergies. I was telling him about my allergies and stuff. It kind of been acting out a little bit. And so he was asking me, what do I do? What do I grow? And I was telling him, showing him pictures and telling him all this stuff. And the first thing he asked me was, how many acres of land do you have? And I'm like, I don't have acres of land. I just have this little piece of area that I just use it wisely. You know, I do vertical gardening and I just use my space as much as I can. So I gave him some tips, and these fertilizers that I use, because he also wants to grow fruit trees. They have a little garden in their backyard, but he wants to expand it because they have a lot of forest. So he was asking me for suggestions, and I was just telling him what I do, you know, the fruit trees and how to do it. And I gave him the information on the fertilizers and stuff for him to use. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to share that piece with you guys. There's so many people, I've been meeting so many people lately who have started gardening or really want to garden in my area, especially in the medical field. So I don't know, maybe because I've been having a lot of different appointments and stuff, so maybe that's why. But anyway, that's it. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. Be safe. And let's grow some food together, guys. Share this video with anyone who wants to grow fruit trees. Please don't hesitate. Leave your suggestions, comments, whatever that can help me out as well, because we all are here to learn from each other. So I'm sharing what I know, and you can also share with me what you know. I really appreciate the suggestions. So hopefully these suggestions are going to help us to harvest over 100 pounds of apples this year, because last year we harvested almost 76 pounds of apples. Well, that's it, guys. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, and I will see you guys on the next video.